How's it going, everybody? Today we will be reacting to the the Cocoa Puffs Conspiracy by Alex Bale. Now, the last time I did a Alex Bale reaction, it was this video right here, and it was around 3 years ago, from around when it came out, actually. And I saw this video in my recommended tab, and I thought, hey, I could do another Alex Bale reaction because it's been so long. So, I did react to the first 3 minutes, but I had to restart because the video was so freaking loud you could not hear me. So I'm gonna turn it down for attempt two. But don't worry, I only got to hear. I didn't actually watch the whole thing before recording. I wouldn't do that. All right, let's get started. Hopefully it's not too quiet. All right, I just checked. That's the perfect volume actually. So let's react. I already know what happens up to around here, but whatever. Yeah,
I've always thought
I can't wait to
something
see what kind of
strange
craziness
Cocoa
is going to
Puff
happen in this.
Most kids' cereal commercials are pretty straightforward. There's a fun, wacky mascot character who wants a certain type of cereal and has to overcome some kind of obstacle to get it.
Oh yeah, Lucky Charms. I remember Lucky Charms. The commercials.
Pretty basic stuff. But the thing that's strange about Cocoa Puff commercials is that Sonny the Cuckoo Bird isn't trying to get the cereal, he's actively trying to avoid it.
Yeah, it's like some kind of drug or something that he's trying to avoid.
If you think about it, Sonny is kind of a struggling addict
I believe,
who's
at least.
desperately trying not to relapse, but fails every time and
he's
ends
a
up
drug
destroying
addict.
whatever building he's in and terrifying the people around him.
And the cereal's a drug. Oh no.
Cocoa Puffs are literally ruining his life, and I think it's kind of weird that that's how General Mills chose to advertise their cereal for children.
Yeah, that is
These are just silly
strange.
30-second
Very
kids
strange.
commercials that are all essentially the same. There's no plot or world building. There couldn't possibly be anything here worth theorizing about. Right? What if I told you that beneath the surface of these colorful cereal advertisements is one of the most dark and complex underlying narratives I have ever seen in a piece of media?
Like,
a hidden story of addiction,
how does he find this stuff?
And a
how does he theorize about this stuff about friggin' Cocoa Puffs?
Discovered before today. I promise you that after this, you will never be able to watch a Cocoa Puff commercial the same way again. This is the Cocoa Puffs
I can't wait. Like, how do you come up with this stuff? Like, does someone, like, tell you to theorize it? Or to make a theory on it? Or does he just, like, watch the commercials and think, hey, that's kind of weird that he's avoiding the cereal, so I'm gonna dig deeper into this. I'm gonna dig deeper into this, these advertisements, and I'm gonna make a theory on it. But I don't know. Is this an ad?
Your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the biggest injury law firm.
Keep the ad.
And Morgan and Alex.
Let's get started. See what kind of craziness he's gonna bring upon us.
Cocoa Puffs aired in 1958 and originally featured 3 children instead of the iconic Cuckoo Bird as their mascot.
All aboard for the Cocoa Puffs train! Ding ding!
It wasn't until 1962 that Sonny made his first appearance as the bird who goes cuckoo whenever he sees Cocoa Puffs.
Watch out, because I'm Cocoa Puff!
This format was very successful, and Sonny has been the mascot for the brand ever since. Since then, he's gone through many redesigns, but the basic premise has always stayed the same. Sometimes he's joined by children, sometimes he's with his grandpa, but he always ends up going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, despite his best efforts to avoid them.
Up here, I won't go cuckoo for my favorite cereal.
It's gotta be some sort of, like, drug or something.
It wasn't until 2004 that Sonny got his
like in the Cocoa
iconic
Puff universe
redesign that he's still known for today. And it's these commercials that I'm going to be focusing on for this theory. The more modern Cocoa Puff commercials introduce us to the world that Sunny lives in, a society inhabited by intelligent talking birds.
No chocolatey and vanilla Cocoa Puffs combos, part of his good breakfast.
And it's surprisingly complex for just being the backdrop of kids' cereal commercials. They have their own bird cities, bird airports, bird legal systems, they even have a bird military.
Extra chocolatey puffs.
Bird military?
More chocolatey.
Why do the Cocoa Puff commercial birds need a military? Like, who are they fighting? Are there bird wars? And the entire
Maybe they're
bird
fighting the
world
Cocoa Puffs,
seems
I
to
don't
run
friggin' know.
on Cocoa Puffs. All the grocery stores sell are Cocoa Puffs. If you go to the
Maybe
opera,
not.
they're singing about Cocoa Puffs.
This box right here.
Cocoa Puffs.
Even the media seems to be run by Cocoa Puffs.
Extra new chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combo
That is
cereal.
that's
So
weird.
obviously, this is a
That
very
is weird.
difficult place for someone trying to beat a Cocoa Puff addiction. No matter what Sunny does or where he goes, he cannot avoid Cocoa Puffs. He tries to ask people
Yeah.
for help, but all they want to do is talk about how great Cocoa Puffs are.
How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs? Why would you want to escape
You
it?
can't.
Cocoa Puffs are munchy.
Yeah.
Crunchy. Stop it.
The only person willing to help him is Gramps, his trusted grandpa, who's been with him since 1962.
Keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room.
Gramps?
I'm not hiding Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs?
Don't go cuckoo on me, boy.
But even with his help, it's not enough. He tries to go to the store, or the opera, or in a plane, or a deserted island, but wherever he goes, Cocoa Puffs is already there.
Cocoa Puffs!
Yeah,
Sunny
this
even
is
tries to file a restraining order against
very
Cocoa
weird.
Puffs, but it doesn't work because apparently they're too delicious.
I find you guilty of being delicious.
Sunny is a very tragic character because of just how much Cocoa Puffs are an inescapable, fundamental part of this world. But it isn't always like this. Occasionally, there are these weird outlier commercials that show a different side to this world, where we see these little moments where the bird citizens are just as afraid of Cocoa Puffs as Sunny is. The first time I noticed this was in a
Interesting.
commercial for the new Cocoa Puffs chocolate and vanilla combo cereal.
Extra new chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combo cereal.
It opens with a newspaper boy announcing the new cereal, but for the first time, people seem kind of disinterested in Cocoa Puffs and just walk past him.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And then the commercial takes a very sudden turn.
When chocolatey and vanilla
Is that an asteroid?
combine, there's no escape.
Two
Oh.
massive Cocoa Puffs in the sky crash into each other and begin raining down Cocoa Puffs all over the city. The people start screaming and running for their lives as the entire city is consumed by chocolate and vanilla.
They look like two like asteroids or something. Maybe that's what it's symbolizing.
But
I don't
After
know.
Sunny goes cuckoo, we cut back and see that everyone is now enjoying the cereal.
Yeah, that's weird. It's like once you taste the cereal, you're like I don't know how to describe it. It's like the birds are afraid of the cereal, but once they taste it, their mind like hits a switch or something. And now they crave the cereal. Like once they taste it, they now want to crave it. Like maybe yeah, I don't know.
Now, in
Let's just continue watching.
Something has changed. This is not a world where everyone has
Mind
always
control?
loved
I don't
Cocoa
know.
Puffs. I think that this is a world that has been taken over by Cocoa Puffs. And if you don't believe me, we get much more explicit confirmation of this in the commercial for the new chocolatey explosion puffs. I've kind of been holding off on showing this one because it is honestly the most insane commercial I have ever seen in my entire life. Like,
Let's see it.
you are not prepared for what I am about to show you. This commercial takes place inside of the Bird military headquarters, where Sunny, as a Cocoa Puffs expert, discusses the dangers of this new type of Cocoa Puffs that's exploding in people's homes.
What? What?
It's more chocolatey.
What do you mean more chocolatey?
Yeah.
Picture chocolatey Cocoa Puffs.
Okay.
Even more chocolatey than that.
And the military birds look terrified of this and are treating it like a major threat.
Extra chocolatey puffs.
Who authorized more chocolately?
Just how chocolatey
This
is
is
it?
insane.
What happens next is I can't even describe it to you. You just have to kind of see it for yourself.
Just how chocolatey is it?
What the hell? Oh my god.
Sonny reveals
It's
he
it's
secretly
literally like
brought
a drug.
box of the explosive
Either
Cocoa
that or
Puffs
mind
into
control.
the meeting
It's
with
gotta
him,
be.
essentially a bomb that he launches at the military, basically committing Cocoa Puffs domestic terrorism and flooding the entire room with chocolate.
Yeah, that is actually
And
like
afterwards,
insane.
we see the main military guy again, except now he seems to be supporting the cereal.
Limited time only.
Yeah, it's like I said. It's like I said. Once they touch or consume the cereal, it's like a switch like flips in their brain. Either that or it's just like mind control or I don't
And
know.
even his military stars have been replaced with Cocoa Puffs. Sonny
Oh
has
yeah, I didn't even
essentially
notice that.
performed a coup and used Cocoa Puffs to take over the bird military. These commercials are not about trying to sell cereal to kids. They're about the hostile takeover of the bird world from within. But why is Sonny doing this? I thought he was just some guy trying to escape his addiction.
You gotta keep Cocoa Puffs out.
Maybe he finally got taken. Maybe his mind got taken over by the cereal. Maybe for so long he's been trying to avoid it, but then the cereal finally caught up to him or something and took over his mind. I don't know. I
Why
don't
is he
know.
suddenly a sleeper agent working for Cocoa Puffs in this commercial? And who is really behind this takeover? So, at this point, you might be
Cocoa
thinking
Puff
that
aliens?
these are
I
all
don't
just
know.
a bunch of random, incoherent, one-off commercials with no continuity or logic behind the things happening. You know, they're just a bunch of wacky, random skits made to sell cereal to kids, and we shouldn't really try to understand them. And you'd probably
Yeah.
be right until they released a single commercial that fundamentally changed everything we thought we knew about this world. In fact, this commercial gives us so much new evidence that it is the entire reason I decided to make this theory. Let's take a
Okay.
look.
Let's
Cocoa
see.
Puffs
Let's see the
experiment.
evidence.
How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
Immediately, this commercial looks and feels very different than the others. Instead of a bird city, we're inside of a very advanced looking laboratory where Sunny
Is he in a UFO or something? The Cocoa Puff UFO or something? And they're conducting experiments on what's his name, Sonny? They're conducting experiments on him, and maybe they're trying to see how long it takes for him to get taken over by the Cocoa Puffs.
is apparently being experimented
If that
on
makes
with
any sense.
Cocoa Puffs.
Begin countdown now.
So chocolatey! I'm Cocoa Puffs! Cocoa Puffs!
As expected, Sonny goes cuckoo and destroys the lab, but in the final moments of the commercial, we pull back to see who's really running the show.
Yep.
Humans.
Oh, humans.
Humans are the ones.
Oh. Oh, okay. So humans are taking over the bird world with Cocoa Puffs?
Behind this experiment. This world that we thought was only inhabited by intelligent bird people also has humans in it. And now, with this
Interesting.
context, we can finally start to put all the pieces together.
The human war? The humans went to war with the birds?
So, here is my theory.
Yeah, it just pissed
This
me
is
off.
a world where advanced intelligent humans and bird people separately coexist as global superpowers. And I believe humans are the ones who created the Cocoa Puffs. I think we can assume this
believe that.
because we can see humans are running a
Yeah,
lab that is clearly
obviously, yeah.
making and testing Cocoa Puffs. We can even see the chemical structure for Cocoa Puffs on the monitor. So that means that humans are responsible for giving Cocoa Puffs to bird society. And clearly, their intentions are far beyond just diplomatic trade. Remember what they were testing
They're trying to
for.
take them
How
over,
long does it take Sunny
obviously.
to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? They are specifically testing how addictive the cereal is, meaning humans are intentionally trying to create the most addictive product they can. In the world of these commercials, Cocoa Puffs are not just a delicious breakfast item. They are a weapon
like a drug.
created by humans to brainwash
Like I
and
keep saying.
control an enemy nation.
Yeah, brainwash, like mind control. Or,
Population. The fictional in-universe cereal is what I mean, not the real-life Cocoa Puffs. Please don't sue me, General Mills. We are witnessing an interspecies
What's going on
war between humans and birds, where humans are launching giant Cocoa Puffs at the cities and planting sleeper agents inside of the military. Why is this inside of a cereal commercial? So,
but why would
these
humans be doing
commercials
this,
are
though?
telling the story of this global.
I mean, obviously because to see how addictive they can make the cereal, but like, why? Like, what's the end game of all of it? Of all of this? Like, how do they make money off of it? Like, do the bird people buy the Cocoa Puff products? I mean, it seems like the humans are just throwing the Cocoa Puffs at them pretty much. So if this is for like money, like I don't get it.
Cocoa Puffs war.
Maybe
But
he
I
will
think
explain
they're telling it out of order,
near
and
the
this
end.
lab commercial is at the start of the timeline, showing us the creation of Cocoa Puffs. The humans use
Oh,
Sunny as a guinea pig to
okay.
create an extremely addictive cereal, and they even made him the mascot on the box to help sell it to other birds. But why would Sunny go along with this? Well, he doesn't exactly have a choice. Like everyone else, he's just
Yeah,
a victim
he
being
doesn't.
controlled by the addictive, brainwashing properties of Cocoa Puffs. All they have to do to activate his programming is just say his 3 trigger words: munchy,
Cocoa Puffs?
crunchy,
Oh.
chocolatey, and he goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Why don't we discuss your home?
Munchy,
Your
crunchy.
real home.
What was the last one? I immediately forgot.
Желание.
Munchy.
Знать.
Crunchy.
Разведь.
Chocolatey. Rhyme.
Солдат.
Я готов отвечать.
He is the human's perfect sleeper agent, and believe it or not, this has all actually been foreshadowed since the very first Cocoa Puff commercials. Remember how I said the original 1958 commercials only featured children instead of a bird? Well, that wasn't entirely true.
All aboard for
Oh yeah,
the
there's a bird
Cocoa
up there.
Puffs train.
In the cage. Yeah.
In the kid's home, we can see a cage
Is that
holding
Sunny?
a bird. From the very start, Sunny has always been a prisoner to humans. And even the 70s commercials show us that it was humans who first got Sunny addicted.
Puff, puff, Cocoa Puffs, chocolate tasting Cocoa Puffs, munchy, crunchy, chocolatey.
Cocoa Puffs. Yahoo!
And if you're still
Yeah, that makes
not
sense.
convinced that this is an intentional hidden narrative inside of these commercials, then let me ask you this. Why did they choose to make the mascot of their cereal a cuckoo bird? Sure, it's partially because cuckoo sounds like cuckoo, but I think there's a deeper reason. What are cuckoo birds? They're brood parasites. Instead of raising their young, they secretly lay their eggs into the nest of other bird species, and once the baby cuckoo hatches, they proceed to kill the other birds and take over the nest from within.
The cuckoo chick instinctively pushes out any other eggs in the nest.
They are literally the sleeper agents of birds. This is exactly what's happening in these commercials. Humans secretly inserted Sunny into bird society, and he took it over from within, just like...
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because apparently he was raised by humans because he was in the cage in the 60s. And then I guess they put him into the bird universe to slowly take over the society from within. That makes sense.
A cuckoo bird. And the humans didn't just randomly insert Sunny into any old nest. Take a look at the commercial where we see Sunny's grandpa's house.
I keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room.
Gramps?
They're in a hallway full of what I assume are family photos. And if you look closely, you can see a picture of the main military bird. The humans inserted Sonny into a family with a high-ranking military officer, which allowed Sonny to use that connection to get into the military headquarters and perform the coup. And
that makes sense.
it worked. Everyone hit by Cocoa Puffs instantly loves them. They own the military, their entire economy and legal system runs on Cocoa Puffs. Humans have essentially colonized and taken over all of bird society.
But like, what's the end game to this? What does humans gain out of this? Like, do they gain money? Do they gain wealth? Does the birds buy Cocoa Puffs from the humans? Like, I don't get it.
They won. So
I mean, maybe it's because the humans want to control the bird universe, whatever it is. But like, what do they gain out of this? If all of this is true, what do they gain out of this? Because are they going to implement this cereal into the human universe if they didn't already?
now that the war is over, I guess the next
Or maybe they're testing it on the birds to see if they can control the humans as well. I don't
question
know.
is, what happens to Sonny? Well, he's not a prisoner anymore. He's free to live a normal life in a world controlled by humans and eat all the Cocoa Puffs he wants. Except now, unlike all the birds around him, he desperately doesn't want Cocoa Puffs.
You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me! How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs?
But why? Because more than anyone else, Sonny knows the truth about this world. He knows all the horrible things humans have done to bird society, the horrible things he has done to betray his country. So, of course, he would try and reject Cocoa Puffs. But the world he lives in literally runs on the cereal. No matter where he goes, he can't escape his addiction. Remember, he even tried to file a restraining order against Cocoa Puffs in a bird court of law, but the judge refused to... Wait a second.
That's his grandpa there.
Why is the judge Sonny's grandpa?
Yeah, that's his grandpa. Chocolate is thicker than blood.
Your job is going to disappear. And so are your friend's job.
That.
Court now in session. I find you guilty of being delicious. Sonny, this is a fancy restaurant.
That is clearly Sonny's grandpa. Even his nameplate says
obviously.
Judge Gramps. Wouldn't that be like a major conflict of interest? Like, you can't just be a judge for your own family member's court case, right? And even if we ignore that, isn't Sonny's grandpa supposed to be the one character who's actually on his side?
It keeps Sonny from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room. Cocoa Puffs? Don't go cuckoo on me, boy.
Why does he rule against Sonny when he's the only one who's been trying to help him beat his addiction? Maybe we need to take a closer look at Sonny's grandpa. In one of the commercials, we see Gramps trying to help Sonny by hiding.
I'm trying to think of what the possibilities can be. Maybe, maybe the grandpa is an older version of Sonny or something. I don't freaking know.
Puffs.
I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room.
Gramps?
I'm not hiding Cocoa Puffs.
But immediately after, he says this.
I'm not Cocoa. Don't open that door then, cause there's munchy, crunchy, chocolatey Cocoa Puffs in there.
Look at him, he's clearly trying to
Why
tempt
would he say
Sonny
that?
into getting the Cocoa Puffs. He even uses Sonny's exact trigger words and has a nefarious smile. Gramps doesn't want Sonny to beat his addiction, he just wants Sonny to think that he's on his side, but in reality, Gramps is manipulating him. But why? Because
why?
I think Sonny's grandpa is working for the humans. Sunny is the mascot for Cocoa Puffs, and if humans are going to continue to use Cocoa Puffs to control bird society, then they can't have the mascot on the box actively trying to avoid and discredit the cereal.
You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me! It turns everything chocolatey, and they make me go cuckoo.
So, they use someone close and trusted to Sunny, like his grandpa, to manipulate him into never breaking free of his addiction.
Well, they're munchy and crunchy.
Oh, I'm Cocoa Puff!
Just look at Gramps' life. He's got a big house, he eats at fancy restaurants, and he's a powerful judge who can seemingly break whatever rules he wants. Gramps is thriving in this human-controlled bird society, and I think it's because he made a deal with the humans to betray his own grandson. And once again, Gramps profiting off of Sunny has been foreshadowed since the very first commercials.
Oil, we're rich.
How you gonna get it up, Gramps?
Sonny can't resist Cocoa Puffs. Here, Sonny.
Yahoo!
Gramps, Sunny's only parental figure, has always been working against him. But that brings up something else that I've always wondered about. Why is Gramps Sunny's only parental figure? Where
is everyone
Sunny's
else?
parents? Like, even if Sunny was a brood parasite inserted into this family, he'd still have parents before grandparents, right? It feels like someone's missing. This may seem like a pointless question to ask for how little backstory we're given about these characters, but there is actually a single insane hidden detail in one of these commercials that unlocks one final damning part to this theory. Remember those family photos that had the military guy in them? If you look closely, the hallway is full of different bird people, all with boxes of Cocoa Puffs, except for one photo that shows a female bird all by herself. And it's the only photo with no Cocoa Puffs. It's a really weird detail to include, but what's even stranger is that when Sunny is about to open the door to release the Cocoa Puffs, the photo changes to show the woman is afraid for Sunny. Sure, maybe this was just supposed to be a cartoony way to emphasize the danger, but then why is she?
But why wouldn't the other pictures be like that?
Photo that changes. The birds in the photo right next to her are completely indifferent to Sunny's struggle. This feels like the animators are intentionally trying to tell us something about specifically this female bird that we've never seen before. And
it's obviously his mom, right?
I checked. She doesn't show up in the background of any of the other commercials. So here is the final part of my theory. I think this is Sunny's mother. Maybe his real mother, or maybe his adopted mother from the whole brood parasite thing. Just like Sunny, she was clearly aware of the dangers of Cocoa Puffs and wanted to avoid them. But
then she got killed because of it.
Else, why don't we see her in any of these commercials? I think it's because she tried to protect her son from the dangers of Cocoa Puffs, and the humans who needed Sunny for their plans murdered her because of it.
I knew it.
These Cocoa Puff commercials are not just a bunch of funny little cartoons designed to sell cereal to kids. They are a complex, interconnected story about the horrors of war, addiction, family betrayal, and murder. And if after all of this, you still have the fucking balls to leave a comment saying, "Oh, Alex, I think they're just cereal commercials, you're overthinking this," then let me ask you this. Why did they decide to make the characters in these commercials birds? Birds can't eat chocolate. Chocolate
they can't.
is poisonous to birds.
Yeah.
The entire bird world is slowly being poisoned by Cocoa Puffs so that humans are the only dominant species on this planet. Or maybe they're just cereal commercials, I don't know.
Yeah. Or they're just commercials. Who knows? That was a crazy theory.
Hello! Thank you for watching. I got a lot more of these stupid, very in-depth, over-the-top fan theories coming out this year, so subscribe to catch those. Or check out the theories I've already made, because there's
That was
some
a good theory. That was a good
I'd like
theory.
to give a shout-out to Mr. Nightmind. He recently made a nearly 3-hour-long deep dive into my AR. Even it makes my math.
Grace.
So I highly recommend that. It is a
Alrighty. That was a really good theory. I like this theory. That was really good theory. I need to do more reactions to Alex Bale because I haven't seen his videos in forever. And it's just insane theories all around. It's just insanity. I mean, look at this. Look at his other videos. It's just insanity all around. I might do more reactions to his theories. We'll see. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.